warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ms Astri again here. How is it your first meeting previously? I hope everybody has already turned in the assignment both of the word list and also the Google form. Today, we're going to talk about still explanatory text, the features, and later we'll talk about the connective. So, better pay attention to this explanation because after this, you are going to have the exercise. Check it out. Previously, we have already learned about the explanatory text and the features through the text of how to bath a kitten, right? At this time, Ms Astri wants you to be able to identify the features of explanatory text and the application on the text itself, okay? But before that, I want you to remember that the features of explanatory text consist of first, it has opening statement that tells the reader exactly what is going to be explained, okay? And it also may be presented in paragraph, just like you have found in the text how to bath a kitten. Yes, it is presented in paragraph, right? And also, it is often uses connective to join ideas or time connective, which is we are going to talk about it after this. Alright? The next features of explanatory text is, the first is may include a diagram. If it is more scientific, of course, the diagram will be available. But since how to bath a kitten is something that is not that scientific, so yeah, the diagram is not there, only the steps, right? And then it's also explain difficult words. For example, like, still remember Feline shampoo? That's a technical term or difficult words. And it has also a conclusion. Meanwhile, the language features that is used in explanatory text is it uses present tense, it uses action verb, it uses connective, and it also uses technical terms. Present tense and action verb, also technical terms. We are going to talk about it later in the independent practice next week. Meanwhile, the connective, this one that we are going to learn about today. Explanatory text structure. Do you still remember how to bath a kitten? Has structures such as the title, general introductory statement, series of sequence statement, concluding statement, diagram and flow charts if needed. But like I told you, this is not a scientific one, so it's not that really into diagram. Let's see the application of the text structure and also the features through the text itself. Take a look at it. I told you that the explanatory text have a title, right? That is why in every other text also need the title to show to the reader what this text is about, okay? And then after that, the opening statement, take a look at it. Every interesting text need to have opening statement, like, do you have a dirty kitten? First of all, that's adorable. Second of all, you're going to need to give that a kitten a bath. See, the purpose of the opening statement is to make the reader getting involved to the text, okay? If it is directly into step by step without any opening like this, so the reader will like, alright, what we are going to talk about? Yeah, something we just not that comfortable enough to read, okay? So if the text have this kind of opening, it's going to be more involved the reader into the text itself. Alright, next, series of sequence statement. Because it is explain something to the other people, That's why to explain the step-by-step itself, it needs series of sequence statements. Sequence means the explanation in order. If it is in the text, it is mentioned step 1, step 2, step 3. In the other text also might written in the sequence like this, but if you want to make the subtitle not in step 1, step 2, step 3, or using the other attractive subtitle, attractive subheading, alright, attractive subheading, yes, you might put that kind of subheading, alright. Next, concluding statement. Every text have concluding statement. Why? Because after you explain something, explain the steps about something to other people, and then there's no closing at all, okay, that's also kinda not that complete yet. That is why explanation text need concluding statement like, since cat themselves very clean, you're not going to have to do this very often, but kittens are mischievous and to get into messy things, so it is best to be prepared for whatever your kitten might need. So see, if we have this structures of explanatory text, people who read this text will be feel like getting involved into this text. Do you understand? I hope you understand. Next week we are going to start writing about it, okay? Next, the language features, the use of present tense, use of action verb, connective and technical term like I told you previously. Today we are going more into the connective itself. Nah, I believe in primary 4 all of you have already learned about time connective, right? That is why I want you to find the time connective. Do you know time connective? Time connective is the connective to show the sequence, to show the time. Okay? Do you notice the time connective in this text, How to Bath a Kitten? Let's see whether your guess is correct or not, or your guess is similar to mine or not. Take a look into the words that I circled. First of all, second of all, before you start, now, once, and since, everybody. Okay, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this 6 time connective is used in the text How to Bath a Kitten. Why? It is to show that it is explained in chronological order. It is explained sequence. It is explained in a step by step. That is why to gather between one sentence into another sentence, together between one paragraph into another paragraph, to make it more chronologically, it is added time connective. As we know, this is the example of time connective, like in the very beginning of the paragraph. If you want to use it, you can use first at the beginning, to begin, to start, first of all. This is only the example, okay? And then in the middle of the paragraph or in the middle of the text, you want to write the secondly, third, next, then, after, as soon as, yeah, something like that. And then if it's the end of the text, you might put finally, at the end, or last. But I want you to take a note that the time connective is not only the connective that I show you in this page. There are a lots of time connective that I will ask you to try to find out after this. Okay? Get ready to go on into the exercise or later, okay? Nah, I only want to remind you that next week we are going to start writing. Better prepare the topic that you want to write about. It can be started with how to. If previously Ms Astri write how to bath a kitten, maybe you can start with how to handle a rabbit, how to bake bread, or might be more scientifically how the water cycle through the nature, maybe. Yeah, it can be like that. Okay, so prepare for the topic that you want to write about, because next week what we are going to start writing. Okay, that's all for today. Get ready for the exercise in the next instruction.